peut-être que si je fais tous mes feedbacks comme ça, j'irai plus droit au but. Donc, peut-être que ça vaut le coup d'essayer. Alors, de quoi parler? Je dois faire la chaise. Et j'ai la flemme. En fait, j'ai la flemme de tout. J'ai pas du tout envie de travailler pour l'école parce que rien ne m'inspire. Et parce que j'ai complètement perdu ma créativité. Parce qu'à la base, moi je dessine. Moi à la base, je fais du cinéma d'animation, je fais de la peinture, de l'encre de Chine, mais maintenant je fais des tabourets en plastique et en bois. Alors que je pourrais m'asseoir sur 4 briques. Ça me pète le cul.
Moi je m'appelle Colline, le nez d'une française. Ou une grosse tonne de dégaissement. Hello. I used to do a lot of music when I was a kid. I did 10 years of classical piano. It was really strict and perfectionist. And then I got back to some more pop music like guitar and singing and stuff.
And what about now? Did it change your relation to music?
I think I missed it a lot because I just dove into design stuff, and there you're thinking a lot, you're doing a lot, and it's accelerating, you know, you're living the fast life and stuff, and music just becomes a tool to work and to chill, but it's never something you really care about. And I haven't touched an instrument since, like, I don't know, for 4 years. And just the fact of touching the piano back in the house we have now, like, oh fuck, I really missed it, and it all came back, and it was like, oh, it's like in my veins, in my genes.
See, come here. See? I have that. I don't use it. But for this purpose. That's why I don't use it. But yeah. Friend, made this for me. When I saw hers, I loved it. She made this for me, especially. And the cool thing is, it's got this little flat here. It's perfect to keep those.
I think it's really calming for me. It's like exuding a lot of things. And for some reason now that I have the piano, I'm like, how did I do before? You know? I think a lot of nervous breakdown could have easily been solved by piano or guitar or singing and stuff. I don't know why, but like music is really... I need it to be perfect, not only if it's me who does it. Like when I listen to music, for me it's like it's because it's the perfect moment for that music. It's in me a lot. I don't know, it's annoying, so I try to make effort on it, but it's like every sound, every rhythm, I feel like it's connected to the vibe you can be in. So like, I don't know, bossa nova will often fit with sunshine, chill, or cooking, and rock is for when I'm biking or when I'm focusing for some paintings or something. It's like everything has a meaning in music, every rhythm, every melody. And so I feel like it's the same thing with when I try to compose, when I try to play some music, but then I have a limit because you're the only thing that creates the music, so then you have the limits of your own fingers, of your own voice. And so then it gets really frustrating because since I'm a Nazi, I want everything to be perfect sound-wise, but I have so many restrictions and limits that it gives me. So I'm going to sing something that is not exactly the mood that I want. Or I have to sing sing the same song as before because I only know 3, you know? Okay. Second song. Cause it's great. Tonight I'm good. Man. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you. The beauty of this mic is that you cannot do it perfectly. You cannot do good. It always sounds awful.
Rap. Okay, I'm holding the thing. You can start the positioning. Do you feel that the work we do in school is privileged as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think being a designer comes like I suppose it comes with like this. You have to have like some sort of privilege to be a designer. Otherwise, I mean, for example, if my parents didn't have the amount of money that they had, I wouldn't be a designer right now. I don't think I have a specific type, to be honest. A lot of different things inspire me: music, books, drawings.
But so how was it, because you've been in India and then Poland and then Netherlands, like it's 3 different climates. To which culture do you most relate?
To be honest, I don't know. That's like an identity crisis I've had like my whole life. I don't know, because I feel like I'm I'm a foreigner like in this country, but to some extent I also feel like I'm a foreigner in my own country because I've not grown up there, and like I'm not very fluent in my mother tongue, and I've not like experienced a lot of their just growing up over there and stuff. And that's why my parents also sent me to boarding school to like get into.
And so what you said about like feeling like a foreigner, do you think this translates into your work sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. I think yeah. I haven't made like projects inspired by this personal feeling of being an outsider, but I think I do find I do like have a constant battle with myself in terms of what art style or what design style I want to follow through with who I am and how my work should portray that. For example, like since I also studied a year of industrial design in India, a lot of like Indian works have heavy ornamentation, whereas like westernized standards are minimalism and all of that. And yeah, so it's just like it's just me trying to find myself and find my art style in this sort of like two different like worlds, and where I want to. So like I think even in first year I was trying to like trying to like be a lot more have this Indian aesthetic, whereas now I mean I've recently come to terms with like it's fine if I don't like belong in a certain category, and it's okay if like I land somewhere in the middle.
So do you think this is in your style?
I mean, I don't know what my style is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
This is part of the reason why I don't know what my style is, but yeah.
I don't even know what design is.
Yet. I don't know what I'm doing here, man. Why am I hanging upside down?
Yeah.
What? Basement? The era of basement?
Era of the basement.
Of the basement, oh, of course.
Okay, so let's talk about the era of the basement.
Yes. I think that we already all consume and buy a lot of products And I think we now reaching an era where we can allow us to stop buying everything in brand new. Although instead of that, we can easily stop buying new brand things and reusing what we already have and what our ancestors already made for us. And all those objects that are stuck in darkness atmospheres, like spiders are getting in this place, and you can see a lot of things. And those objects are a bit forgotten by the people who think they are unusable. The third floor.
Yeah.
The third floor is like the top of the hypocrisy of our era, I guess. Because I think third floor is like for me it's like Apple. It's like innovation, trying to reach the more innovation product, trying to invent new needs, new needings. Instead of the basement where you really need to try to reuse everything we've made and try to find if we can make something trying to match two objects together or trying to do as minimum as possible with the thing you're surrounded by. Yesterday when I was biking, I was thinking maybe when I gonna have child, what I gonna offer them for Christmas. And I hope I would allow myself to teach them that it's not useful anymore to buy a brand new object, and instead of that I would definitely just go for making my own gift for them. So I think it's a mood we all living in, it's like an era of basement, but it's also an era of imperfection, because it means like you allow yourself to not be perfect. You allow you to really, just go deeper in the meaning of the thing, more than just looking for the great shape or the great packaging.
Oh shit, so this...
Well, that was weird.
Alright. What's the safe word?
Cheese.
Okay.
Oh, it smells. Wow.
So why is the cheese so uncomfortable?
Because I know the story of the cheese, and it's something I've rejected for around 6 years, and it's a product of a lot of pain and abuse, I think. Yeah, I don't really buy new materials as well, but I design in a way where it doesn't require new materials. I'm not here to tell people what to do or dictate other people's choices. So like my first instance is like I judge myself, for example. If I buy nails, it's a judgment and I have to work past it, and so my initial response when other people do that as well is an initial judgment, and then I let it go because it's like an automatic response. But then I think that just brings separation, and I think the way to solve all these issues is connection. Yeah, it's like I'm being tied down. My brain can do whatever it wants, and I can be whatever I want, but then I'm still within this frame. But then I feel like within those restrictions, you always have your mind that I think you can control if you stay alert. But maybe if I was here for 10 hours and I got hungry, I'd eat the cheese. But I think I just I find it easier to just live in a way where I trust that things will, like for example, I just try and I just think I'm always in the right place at the right time, or like I'm always exactly where I need to be, because there's no point in living in any other way. So creating, I think it's just all about creating just imagining alternatives, or bring people together and maybe encourage engagement as well.
Honestly, I don't know how you do it because I'm sweating so hard right now.
I feel like I haven't had time to acknowledge my body.
Okay, so feeling update. What do you feel right now?
I want to move. The cheese is like not in my head anymore. I'm not thinking about cheese.
Okay. Because the smell must be very present.
Yeah, the smell is there.
And you're a vegan, right?
I'm vegan, yeah. Not into cheese that much.
So that's courage.
Yes!
Woo!
Here is the outside world!
Where
Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Let's go to Rabobank.
Be careful on the road, I guess. You could like so kill me right now. This is an out-of-body experience. Wait, don't leave me, I might roll off.
I parked you.
Oh my god, no! I'm scared.
I'm just gonna put the cheese next to you.
This is actually scary.
Well, you have absolutely no control about what's happening to you.
Yeah, I feel like you could just like...
Like for me, it was a big step that you heard me to be serious, because like it's so okay to take a piece of yourself and to just sing and to be bad at it. And yeah, it's like doing a karaoke and being like so yeah, that's yeah, everybody has a voice, everybody can do shit with it, but to be good at it, this is when it's hard. This is when there is all the pressure, and when you're not taking a piece, that means that you're honest as well with what you're giving to people.
j'essaye, c'est sûr, faut que je me décide. Je vais faire le mur et je tombe dans le vide. Je sais que tu m'attends près de la fontaine. Je t'ai vu descendre d'un arc-en-ciel et je me jette à l'eau des pluies d'été. Je fais du bateau dans le quartier, il fait très beau. Je peux ramer, l'américain ne peut se tirer.
So how was it to look at your video of the first singing?
I think I was embarrassed of being so shy because I used to not be like this. I used to just go and sing because I had nothing to lose and nobody ever listened to me, you know. And so there were, but now that, you know, some people say, you have a nice voice, you sing good, then when you take the mic it's like, okay, so I have to be good again. But it's also part of the thrill, I guess. And I think it was just the bottom of the mountain, you know. You see it and you're like, okay, I have to climb this. Because they built this mountain, it doesn't exist. So I would call it the warm-up, then the session in the Nazi church being a really relaxed sport. And the singing at best would be the getting down of the mountain. The crash.
Okay.
The crash to realize it's not a mountain. I've been feeling trouble, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. But if you feel like I feel, baby, come on, oh, come on, let's get it on. Yeah, baby, let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. You know.
I don't know, what were you thinking about when you were singing in the Nazi church?
So in the Nazi church, I think I was hearing so much the acoustic that I was like, let's give it all, because then, you know. So it was like kind of a challenge to let my voice out. It's also because I found this song that I actually cared about, Cherry from Amy Winehouse. She was talking about how her best friend is a guitar and she wanted to ditch her boyfriend because her boyfriend is not good enough as the guitar, you know.
Her name is Cherry, and we just met, but already she knows me better than you. She understands me after 18 years, but you still don't see me as you ought to do. 'Cause maybe we could talk about things if you were made of wood and string. And while I love her every sound, I don't know how to turn you down. And you're so thick and my patience thin, so I got me a new best friend with a pickup that puts you to shame. And Cherry is her name. And when I'm lonely, Cherry's there, and she plays along while I sing out my blues. I could be crying, and you don't care. You won't call me back, you stubborn as I'm you. So maybe we could talk about things if you were made of wood and string. And while I love her every song, I don't know how to turn you down. You're so sick and my patience thin, so I got me a new best friend with a pickups that puts you to shame. And Cherry is her name. And when I'm lonely, Cherry's there, and she plays along while I sing out my blues. I could be crying, and you don't care. You won't call me back, you're stubborn as I'm you. So maybe we could talk about things if you were made of wood and string.
I think design is a solution. Yeah, a solution to any problem.
Like solving a problem solving,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. So how would you, how would you solve the problem of feeling like a foreigner?
I mean,
No. What would be like the smallest thing that makes you feel at home?
what would be the smallest thing that makes you? I think food.
Food.
Food's a big, yeah. I live with Laura, so all of like my cold is going up to my fucking brain. I'm like fucking suffocating on my own.
So, would you be able to explain why we do this in our school?
Why we do this? I think it's just because why not, like, we have the opportunity to do whatever we want, and then we don't know what we'll learn from doing things like this. So I think it just comes from like just doing something else than what we're meant to do, and it's fun. Just not be serious. My glasses. Okay, fine. I'm scared. Okay.
How scared are you?
It's like that. The idea was way worse to drop. I think it's good to look at things not serious and not be serious and see what happens with that.
I think we're just reaching a point in our society that we just designing and creating objects for nothing. We just lose the control of our hands, I guess. The basement is a really poetic way to describe a place where we can easily try to be authentic and to be independent compared to the society we are in today. And I invite you to go in the basement each time you can. But basement can also be in your brain. Even me, sometimes I'm a bit contradictory because I want to buy this new phone for camera, but I know myself that this telephone won't add something more to my work. Find your own basement. That's my end sentence.
It's like music is your best friend, you know. Music is awesome, and sometimes you can relate more to some songs than to people. But then it's also a lot of pressure to work with your best friend and to do it justice. I don't ever want to put pressure on music. I think it should come naturally. It's my Nazi music part who speaks. I don't want to force music. I don't want to play music when I don't want to do it. And, maybe that attitude doesn't fit with a design rigor.
Okay, then I have another question. Because I wonder if design or any kind of art or all those creative fields, what if the point of those is to find the authenticity that you can share? Like find it first and then share it. Like if you have this authenticity while you're singing, isn't it meant to be shared with other people? Like, is this the product in a way? Like to give a nuance to the word product.
Yeah, I think it was actually something that I wrote when I didn't want to sing anymore, when I didn't want to do the project anymore. I wrote that I was selfish because like the people that I was around, they needed like they actually needed it and they deserved that memory of someone singing in front of them. And I was like, yeah, it's selfish of me to just be like, oh, it's not perfect enough. Because even if it's not perfect, it's still awesome to hear someone play guitar and just to be around for your live concert. It's the most beautiful project when you have someone being really honest and authentic.
Mm.
And it's the one that marks you as well, and that gives you the energy to continue doing project as well, I think.
So is this where
yeah,
it's related to design?
So that it's a bit in contradiction with what I said before. Because yeah, it's a shame for me that I do a project to put the pressure on music, but then also I'm glad then I get to share that story.
Like it's an important part of your project also. You went over that mountain and it was a mountain.
I feel like I'm not on the top yet. Though.
Yeah, but you started hiking and that's already something good. What is design?
What's the product?
What's the product?
I'm the product.
Alright.